Living in the States for the past 12 years and married to Steve Harrison, Mexican native, entrepreneur, designer Vanessa Harrison has found in jewelry design the ideal outlet to express her fascination with pre-Hispanic Mexican culture. Motivated by this newfound outlet and by the talent and skill of her mother Paula, they decide to realize a dream they had both had for some years and launch VANPAO, a line of elegant silver jewelry reflecting the pre-Hispanic Mexican aesthetic. The name VANPAO stems from the combination for the names Vanessa and Paula, the founders of VANPAO. The VANPAO style is characterized by combining elegance and the magic of a pre-Hispanic culture in each unique piece, making it pleasing to the eye. One of the great characteristics of the Aztec culture was their mastery of all of the arts: painting, sculpting, music, and design. This characteristic also reflected in their art of jewelry design. The Aztec jewelry designs combined a mixture of pictographs, idols, and phonetic symbols in Nahuatl, their native tongue, which tells a story of their folklore, landscapes, and beliefs. Thanks to their knowledge of physics, the Aztec jewelers used several techniques in their work, like lost wax casting, resulting in the fusing of gold with silver. Their elaborate designs included artifacts like idols, sculptures, bracelets, necklaces, and pendants. The Aztecs would often combine metals and precious stones like amethyst, jade, and crystals in their designs. These techniques are a few examples of the skills and craftsmanship this millenarian culture possessed. Los Mexicas, known to historians as the Western Aztecs, were an indigenous tribe linked to the Nahuatl tribe. The Mexicans founded Tenochtitlan, Mexico, and up until the 15th century it was the center of one of the most advanced societies that ever graced Mesoamerica. According to official Mexica myth, the Mexicas claim their mystical origins stem from Aztlan, a land where it was decided by divine powers which gift each tribe would possess. Bestowed upon the Mexicas was the gift of sculpture. The Mexica tribe were able to create great sculptures of any size, mostly those of a religious and nature theme. In great detail, they were able to grasp the essence of what they wanted to represent and express through these works. The Mexicas used both stone and wood to create such artifacts, decorating them by painting them or with inlays of precious stones in their designs. The region of Huasteca can be found north of Veracruz and south of Tamaulipas, and it also occupies parts of modern-day Mexican states San Luis Potosí and Hidalgo. The region of Huasteca used to be known by the name Mixcoac, which means the Serpent of the Turks. The Aztecs from the region of Huasteca were also very skilled and talented in the arts of jewelry making and ceramics, where they showcased abstract and synthetic designs outlined in black and red. They also used this style of design in their cloth and textile weaving. The significance of the designs used by the Aztecs was symbolic. These designs were notable in their sculptures. The art of the Aztec pictographs can be found in some codices and in the mural of Toquín in San Luis Potosí. The Zapotecan culture refers to the pre-Columbian expression of the Zapoteco tribe. Historically, the Zapoteca tribe inhabited the areas south of Oaxaca, the southern part of Puebla, and the Isthmus of Tehuantepec. In the pre-Columbian era, Zapotecan people were one of the most important civilizations of Mesoamerica. Little is known about the origins of the Zapotecan people. Unlike other tribes of Mesoamerica, the Zapotecan people did not possess a tradition nor a legend of how they migrated. They just believed that they descended from the clouds onto the earth, like the children of the gods. The Zapotecans left behind archaeological evidence in the ancient city of Monte Alban, evidence such as dwellings, sport arenas, magnificent tombs, and valuable artifacts such as jewelry. The Zapotecan people achieved an elevated level of culture and were, alongside the Mayas, the only people of that time to have developed a system of scriptures. A scripture that consisted of hieroglyphics and other symbols engraved in stone, jewels, or painted on the walls of dwellings and on tombs. The Mayan civilization inhabited a vast region called Mesoamerica, a territory that today is comprised of 5 states in the southeast of Mexico, with history dating back some 3,000 years. To mention the ancient Mayans refers to one of the most important Mesoamerican cultures to ever have existed. Their scientific and astronomical legacies are world-renowned, and also their grandiose architecture. The most notable Mayan architecture are the Mayan pyramids, which they constructed on religious grounds. The Mayans decorated many of these structures with paintings and stucco adornments. The ceramics and jewelry of the Mayans is catalogued as the most varied, fine, and elaborate works of the ancient world. The art of the Mayans is praised for its excellent craftsmanship. The carvings and reliefs in the artifacts are fine in detail. They show grace and a precise observation of the human form, which allowed many archaeologists a glimpse of how people in ancient times may have looked. The Olmeca culture is a name used to describe a peoples that originated and developed in Mesoamerica. For a long time, it was thought that the Olmeca referred to the mother culture of the Mesoamerican civilizations. However, it is unclear as to the process or the origin of this artistic style, as it came to be identified with the society, or to what extent the cultural characteristics that were revealed in archaeological evidence to be the creation of the Olmeca people of the nuclear area. The Olmecan art is very complex, comprised of many elements, many of which are still being investigated. One of the most important and recognized of the elements is the colossal Olmecan head, an example of their monumental sculptures and one of their best artistic interpretations. Chichimeca, the name that they gave the set of indigenous peoples that inhabited the northern part of Mexico. This region was home to several tribes consisting of hunters and gatherers. These tribes and people became known as Chichimeca. The paintings, carvings, and pictographs can be found in caves, precipices, and rocks. These symbols could well represent their gods, animals, or daily life, but many of these markings are so abstract they are incomprehensible. The creations of the Chichimeca, the ceramics and pottery, is known today thanks to findings from tomb excavations, where they found figurines used as offerings to the gods around 10 centimeters in length, pertaining to women with markings on their bodies.